Today we are going to Windsor Castle, Stonehenge and Bath. And just here is High Street. The castle is the world's longest and largest. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Very beautiful. This is really cool. So King Charles has a few different registers.
I feel like I'm walking in like a Harry Potter movie.
Okay, so we just got to Stonehenge. Pretty doable to bring them here. 90% of the houses, I'd say, are built with this stone. G'day and good morning guys, and welcome to the beautiful UK. We are in London and this is going to be our first day here in the UK. Today we are going to Windsor Castle, Stonehenge and Bath to see the outside, the countryside of the beautiful UK. So come along with us as we get our first impressions of this incredible country.
Let's have fun!
So today we're actually getting a
Bus tour!
That's right, so we've booked a bus tour actually through Klook. So we arrived just in time, right? We literally arrived and then they called us. Okay, so we just got off the bus, our first stop, Windsor Castle. And it's actually in a town, believe it or not, right? Okay, so we're just getting a little tour right now, and just here is High Street, and then up here is Thames Street, and up here is Castle Hill. So guys, this here is Queen Charlotte Street, and this is the shortest street in Britain, as you can see. It's so small. And this house, yeah, you're not seeing things, it's actually tilted. And
So
when the
cool.
wood dried, it then tilted, right?
Yeah.
So we're just learning about the mailbox, and what about it?
So, guess why is it painted red?
To look good?
No?
Why is it?
Because like, when it was dark, people used to come and pass onto it.
Yeah.
So they just thought like, oh, like, painting it green isn't a good option.
Yeah.
So, let's paint it red.
That's right. So they originally painted it green to sort of blend in or something, I don't know. I think that's why they also paint the telephone box red as well. The classic UK telephone box. We'll put an image here. I've seen most of that from Harry Potter. The tour guide is just amazing. So knowledgeable. Like, just knows everything about the royal family, about this area. Just really knowledgeable guy. Okay guys, so you can see behind us the driveway, the royal driveway going up to Windsor Castle there. Now this driveway was actually used for two main things. Number one was for Meghan and Harry's wedding. The second one, unfortunately, is the funeral of the late Queen, where she came to lay to rest. Two very significant events, recent events in the royal family, and yeah, completely open to the public and people who live here generally just take their morning walk and run down there, as you probably saw. So yeah, we're gonna line up now to go into the castle. The castle is the world's longest and largest active castle, built in the 11th century. This is one of the current residents of King Charles. This is really cool. So King Charles has a few different residents, I should say. Buckingham Palace is one of them. That's currently under renovation at the moment, and then he also has a house in London, about 5-minute walk from the palace. Here, Windsor, and then another big farm estate somewhere else. So yeah, we're learning a lot today. My knowledge of the royals is growing by the second. Is yours? Yeah. and get a little bite to eat because we're getting a late lunch today at 5 because of a road closure. So let's give this a taste. I mean, it's just a normal sandwich and a cinnamon bun, but I mean, obviously it has to be high quality when you're in a place where royals live, no? So, cheers guys. Cheers, babe.
Cheers.
Oh wow. Definitely high quality, that's for sure. Alright guys, just quickly, the activities that we're doing in today's video were all booked through Klook. If you're traveling anywhere, honestly, just use Klook. While we've been in Europe this whole trip, it's made everything easy. All of our big activities on this trip have been booked through them. The Eiffel Tower in Paris, the Colosseum in Rome, even Stonehenge and Windsor Castle, all locked in and booked within a couple of clicks. What I love is everything is in your own currency. Getting the tickets confirmed right away, and you skip all of the stress. No lining up, no messing around trying to find the right tour desk. Just arrive, scan, and enjoy your day. If you're planning a trip, jump on Klook, get whatever tours you need, also transport, SIM cards, passes, and all of that stuff. They've got heaps of different deals as well to save you money. Also, if you use our code JackSophia, you'll get a discount on your next booking. And make sure you click our link in the description. Now back to the video. This castle has over 1,000 rooms.
I feel like I'm walking in like a Harry Potter movie.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay guys, so here we go, the changing of the guards. These soldiers are coming through, and if you get in their way, they will push you over. This lady's telling them to move out of the way. Here we go. So they have their big guns there with the knives on the end, and look, they perfectly walk. So right now we'll go and pop our head inside the church here, the little chapel. I believe that this...
It's a big chapel.
Oh, it's quite a big chapel. I believe this is where the late Queen has been buried, actually. They've just locked the gate now because of the changing of the guards, and then they'll open it back up, and then we'll get on our bus. So guys, I was actually wrong. The ceremony of the guards with the drums and flutes is actually down here, so we didn't miss anything. This is so cool to see. Do you like it? Okay, so we just quickly went inside the chapel there.
It was stunning.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
We saw the resting place of the late Queen. So yeah, we'll go back to the bus now, and then we'll make our way to the next stop. Okay, so we just got to Stonehenge. We've got our little map here. We've got our tickets on our wrist, and our guide was saying it's not that busy.
No.
So we get on one of these little shuttle buses here. This lady in the red coat will direct us, and we'll go all the way up to Stonehenge. So, do you know how old Stonehenge is?
5,000 years. Almost.
Almost.
Like
between 4
tentatively.
to 5,000
Yeah,
years
yeah.
old. They're really not sure. There's a lot of unknowns about Stonehenge, but we'll tell you more about that soon. Okay guys, so we came. Stonehenge.
You know, visiting this has always been in my bucket list.
Same.
Yeah.
Actually, same.
When I was when I think it all comes to that desktop wallpaper.
Oh yeah. Microsoft desktop
Yeah.
wallpaper.
Looking at it, like I always wanted to go inside there.
Yeah. So we've got the beautiful green grasslands here, Stonehenge. Now I'm surprised, guys. We can actually get super close. I thought we could only get like this far away, but we can go right up to it. So we'll go right up and show you guys, and I'll explain a little bit about what we know so far. So there's two different types of stones that we've got here, and guys, honestly, a lot of this is a mystery. They still don't know how they built it 4,000 years ago. They don't know how they brought the stones here, whether that was on animals, whether they dragged it with a sled. Like 4,000 years ago is a long time, very primitive technology back then. Okay guys, so here we are at Stonehenge. So the stones on the outside actually came from 25 kilometers away, which is pretty doable to bring them here. But this is where it gets interesting. The stones on the inside, which are called the blue stones, and they both sort of look like the same stones, but if you actually open it up, you'll see the blue inside. They apparently, in theory, they hold the spiritual properties or whatever it is. But the blue stones were actually all the way from Wales, 250 kilometers away, which is a long, long distance. And they still don't know to this day how they did it. So
Incredible.
it's absolutely incredible. It's not too cold here, and it's not that busy really, guys. During summer it would be so crowded here, so Fair and I came right in, we took our photos, right, and got everything we needed. But isn't this just incredible, like how they lifted this stone up to there without any modern technology, no cranes, they carved everything perfectly, and these stones still stand today, 4,000 years later. It's just incredible. So when we got off the bus just before, what did the bus driver say?
Do not be late.
Do not be late. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, well, you were late coming from Windsor Palace. And I said, yeah, we were late because they locked everyone inside so they could do the march. So when we come back, we're going to come back early. And we're going to say, yeah, we're back early because we didn't get locked in like last time. It's just these funny memories that you always get on trips, isn't it?
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. You can't let it bring you down, because you just got to look at it like it's funny.
See, like it looks like a face.
Yeah.
Eyes, nose, mouth.
Or maybe they built it so all these humans 4,000 years later would ask all these questions.
And just like...
And they just did it as a big joke.
Yeah.
To confuse us in the future.
Yeah. We should do something like that.
We should do something like that. Alright, let's get back onto the bus. Okay, so we've just arrived in Bath.
It's a pretty place.
Very, very beautiful place. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a voiceover now, the history of this place. But one thing I'll quickly mention now is you'll see the whole of this city is actually... most of the houses are made from this stone. You'll see this light sort of sandstone type stone, and it's actually from a quarry nearby. And all of the houses here, 90% of the houses I'd say, are built with this stone. When it's first built, it's fully white, and then over time it oxidizes and gets this sort of honey type color. We're going around with our guide now. I'm going to learn a lot more stuff, but this city is so beautiful. So we're just going around the town now. Our tour guide's just over there, we'll catch up to him. But behind you, Sophia, is the Roman baths. Now when the Roman Empire was conquering the UK at the time, they brought the Roman baths, and they made their own baths to bathe in, right?
Wow, yeah.
But during the 1800s, they actually found the old Roman baths from the previous 100 years period, and they built this whole entire structure. And it's a little bit Romanesque, right? But to find the baths, they actually excavated all of the dirt out of the bath.
Cool.
Yeah, and now inside the Roman baths. But unfortunately, we don't have any time to visit. Guys, we're just in front of a house now, and you can see here that there once was windows here. That's because if a house had more than 10 windows, you had to pay an income tax. So what people ended up doing was they bricked in their windows, and just like that, you don't have to pay tax. Now what had ended up happening 100 years later, window tax, what ended up happening 100 years later is people to this day, 100 years later right now, is they actually made fake windows, and these windows here aren't real. Okay, so that was Bath. Now time for our UK British pub feed. Let's go. Okay guys, well, we just walked around the little village here of Klook, which the house of Lily and James Potter is in, and here's the house right here, and here's also the house of Professor Slughorn. So our pub food was so good that we actually forgot to film it, and we only got this clip here where we could only film like half of it eating. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching our beautiful first impressions of the UK. We'll see you next week with another video from here. As always guys, cheers.